A couple moves into an old house. They are enjoying renovating and decorating it. Matt is an artist. He sets up his canvas with loud music in the background. Kate opens one of the doors in the house and finds a dead bird. While throwing away the junk, Matt finds a rusty key. While working outside, Kate pauses when she hears the breeze making a whistling sound. Matt notices a hole in the ripped wallpaper. He rips it all over and finds a secret door behind it. He rushes back to the junk he had thrown out the window and finds that rusted key. He inserts the key and the door opens. He calls Kate, and while they are looking inside, the light started flickering. Thinking that it might be an electric fault, Matt leaves calling the power company, but as soon as Kate steps out of the room, the light stopped flickering. While they are talking near the fireplace, they hear a strange noise which they ignore. The next day, a bell rings. A call from the powerhouse. While Matt is inside the secret room, looking around, he panics when Kate calls his name. She informs him that an electrician is coming from the powerhouse company. A tall bearded man enters, and while he is checking out the wiring, he is shocked to see millions of hanging wires tangled and says he has never seen something like this before. The electrician tells him that the previous owners were murdered in the house. Matt looks surprised upon hearing this. Matt searches regarding the murder and finds an article on House of Blood. He sketches a portrait of the suspected killer. Matt gets inside the secret room, sitting on the floor drinking near the lamp. As he wishes for another bottle, the lamp starts flickering, and then he is shocked to see a full bottle in front of him. He finally discovered that whatever you wish for in this room comes to life. Meanwhile, Kate wakes up due to the constant flickering of light. As she enters the secret room calling Matt, she finds the room full of paintings and looks at Matt how strange he is behaving. Matt then asks her wish, to which she says she wishes to have $1,000. The light flickers and Matt starts looking for the $1,000 she wishes for. He finds the money and hands them over to Kate. She is in disbelief and checks them under the lamplight, and she finds them real. He challenges her to ask for more. Then she asks for $1 million. The light flickers again and bundles of money are lying on the floor. She steps out of the room in shock, but Matt stops her and says, "Let's enjoy this." To which they both get inside and keep wishing for more and more, having a great time enjoying all their wishes coming true. They get richer and richer, enjoying all the luxuries of life. However, Kate is still curious how it works, to which Max replies that who cares. They continue enjoying dancing, drinking, wearing expensive clothes, and having romantic moments. The house is all messy with money lying all over on the floor. In daylight, Kate is sitting swinging outside the house looking sad. Matt inquires about the necklace he asked for. She says, "Who cares where it is? I can always ask for more." The man takes her into the room, blindfolded. When she opens her eyes, she sees a blue baby cot, which makes her sad. Matt persuades her to try for baby one more time, but she says that they have lost 2 already and she cannot go through the pain again. She storms out of the room. Matt leaves the house for a ride. Coming back home, he sees a baby in the bedroom. Kate created that baby, Shane. He gets angry, telling her that this is the wrong way to get a baby and to send the baby back. She looks unconvinced, but upon forcing her, she agrees. She holds the baby and they enter the room. The baby starts crying and she couldn't do it. Matt holds the baby and he is not able to make a wish to send the baby back either. He hands the baby to Kate and leaves the secret room. The baby is crying constantly in the room at night. And then Matt gets up and asks for milk. The milk bottle appears, but when he comes back to the bedroom, Kate is feeding the baby, surprised at how it is working. Matt enters the room, glances at the killer's portrait, and then reads the headline, which says, "The room made me do it." Matt grabs some cash and leaves the house. He visits the psychiatric hospital where the suspected killer John Doe is admitted. He already knew why he visited and advised him to leave the house right away. Anything created inside the house will age to dust once taken out of the house. On his way back home, he stops by the gas station, but when he is about to pay cash to the cashier, to his surprise, the pockets are filled with dust. He rushes back home and throws some cash outside the window that turns into dust. Then he puts the painting half inside and half outside the house. The outer half turns into dust. He finds out that all the luxuries and the things are just in the house. Once they are outside the house, it's just dust. He starts digging into the house to find out how it works. Meanwhile, Kate is taking the baby out of the house for some fresh air. Matt stops her, but she doesn't listen. As soon as she goes out, the baby starts crying and Kate starts screaming. The baby was turning red and growing bigger. Matt quickly rushes and brings the baby inside. The baby is sleeping and Kate puts him in the tub. She walks toward Matt to inquire about everything that has just happened, and he tells her that the room makes things and it's like a giant 3D printer, but it only works inside the house. She gets upset and keeps quiet when she sees the boy entering the room. She quickly moves towards him and hugs him. The boy is staring at Matt. Kate is seen teaching Shane how to read and the word camping comes into which he asks what is camping. Upon knowing what it means, he wishes to do camping, but his mother tells him that he can't go outdoors because he is sick. He replies he feels fine and gets frustrated and spells the word cap wrong intentionally, and then throws the pencils on the floor. Kate asks him to pick them up, but he leaves the room, shutting the door with anger. Kate and Shane are having breakfast, and the doorbell rings. It was a package that she hands over to Matt in his room. He opens it and takes out the gun. Sound of a gun shooting outside the house. Matt is seen practicing, while Kate is playing piano. Shane sticks his hand out of the door. Kate screams and pushes him inside. The next day she starts sealing the doors and the windows. Matt is not happy about it, so she says that he is allowed to leave them whenever he wants. The couple's married life is deteriorating ever since Kate decided to parent Shane. Matt ignores them both. He is stroking a paintbrush with anger all over the room. Shane walks into the room and wishes to sleep with his mother in bed. She invites him in and Shane whispers, "I love you and I want to be with you forever." Kate wishes the same. Max is shooting outside the house. The boy goes inside Matt's room and accidentally drops a glass decor he had in his hands. Matt enters and scolds him as he is not allowed in his room. Matt and Shane never had a good bonding. He leaves and Kate enters. While they are talking, the boy overhears them. It's nighttime. While both are sleeping, Shane discovers the room. The next morning, Matt wakes up. He opens his eyes and sees the same glass piece mended, lying on the floor. He quickly rushes to tell his wife and then they start looking for Shane. He opens the secret room and enters a whole new world. Shane is playing with a snowman and there is snow falling. Matt gets mad and pushes him inside, locks the secret room door, and commands Shane not to get there ever. Kate runs after Matt and closes the door. Matt said Shane can be dangerous for them, as now he has discovered the secret room and what it does. Phone bell rings. While they were quarreling, they quickly realize that Shane has answered the call, which he is not allowed to. Matt quickly snatches the phone. Kate asks Shane who called. Shane tells her that it was someone named John. John Doe tells Matt that one has to die, either the son or the mother. If the creator of the child dies, then the boy can come to life. Kate, who is listening from the other phone, leaves the house in anger. Kate is driving at night and Matt is trying to call her, but her phone is off. The boy gets inside the room and asks Matt about his mother. Both are sitting at the table having dinner. Shane keeps asking questions regarding his mother and who his dad is, which irritated Matt. He then asks what a fragment is, to which Matt loses his temper and reveals the truth about him, that if he goes out he will get older and older and then turn into dust. He doesn't agree with this and runs to his room upstairs. Matt enters the room and apologizes to him. Kate reaches home and finds Shane and Matt sleeping in bed with a storybook in his hand. Kate is happy to see them both bonding. He inquires Kate about where she was, but she doesn't answer. Matt tells her that Shane is asleep and starts kissing Kate. Shane is watching them behind the door, having intense moments. While they are sleeping in the room, Shane sneaks in and gets the key from Matt's jacket. Matt hears some noise and wakes up and finds out that Shane is swinging and has grown. Shane is holding a gun in his hand and shooting in anger, showing his hatred towards Kate for lying about everything. Matt attacks him to grab the gun, and Kate falls and loses her consciousness. When she wakes up, she asks about Shane. Matt tells her that Shane got accidentally shot while they were fighting for the gun, to which she started crying. Matt told her that he buried him outside. Shane cleverly uses the room to enlarge the outdoor area and duplicate the house inside it. He shapeshifts into Matt and kidnaps Kate to the cloned home. Matt is having breakfast. Kate wishes to leave the house, to which he says they can't as they have no money and no jobs. Kate notices that Matt is behaving strangely. They go inside the room where Matt grabs her inappropriately and tries to kiss her. On the other hand, Matt is seen running towards the house. Kate realizes that it's not Matt but Shane in Matt's face. Shane pulling down her pants and is trying to rape her. Matt reaches home and chases Shane. Kate chases them. She comes to a point where she is standing between two same-faced people. Both of them convince her to believe them. She moves towards one near the stairs and pushes Shane down. They both then rush towards the secret room. When Shane wakes up, he sees them both standing in front of him and stabs Matt with a knife. He falls to the floor and then both of them are again seen behind him. He finds out that the one he stabbed wasn't a real one, but a duplicate. Matt is near the door and Shane is chasing him to stab him again. As soon as Shane attacks, Matt opens the door, and they both fall to the ground inside. But Kate instantly closes the door. Shane screams and cries to let him in, but Kate doesn't open the door. Shane gets bigger and older, his skin getting red. Shane is turning into an old man walking away from the door. Falling to the ground, Shane is turning into dust. Kate grabs the dust in pain and lets it go. After a month, on one bright sunny morning, Matt is holding a cup of coffee. He is knocking at the door, calling Kate to have coffee. Kate is sitting in shock with a pregnancy strip in her hand that shows positive results, confused that the baby belongs to Matt or Shane. The lamp light starts flickering and the movie ends.